A broken heart is one of the most challenging yet rewarding human experiences. It's its own initiation, and if you allow yourself to remain open enough to learn and be honest, it's a beautiful journey. It is. It's a journey. Peace and light, and welcome to my channel on this beautiful day. So if you found this video, then it's likely that you are nursing a broken heart, and this video has got 3 practical tips, things that you can start doing straight away in order to help you on your healing journey. A broken heart is one of the most challenging yet rewarding human experiences. It's its own initiation, and if you allow yourself to remain open enough to learn and be honest, it's a beautiful journey. It is. It's a journey. So let's get right into it. So the first thing is grow. Find something that will grow over time. So it can be as simple as getting a plant if you don't have any, or if you do have some, getting one that requires a little bit extra care. Or it can be learning a new language, something, a new skill, something, or this could be the time to start your business, that business that you've been putting off, or those ideas, those creative projects, something that requires your energy, your active participation, and will grow over time. That's the first thing right there. The second thing is throw. Do an audit of your physical space, your heart. I'm sure you're already doing that. Your mental space, and look for things that you can throw away, things that hold an emotional charge around what you're healing, things that are no longer constructive to have around, to be interacting with. These can be connections, these can be places that you've been frequenting. It can be an item of clothing, furniture. You might need to move. You might need to move. Of course, use your discernment and see what's obvious, right? Start with what's obvious, because there are always things which are really obvious. There could be something right on that chair, on your dressing table, on your chest of drawers that you're refusing to let go of, right? Clear the energy, right? Release all of the dense objects, the things, even mental patterns, ways of thinking, these loops that we find ourselves in. Be really vigilant. Pay attention to your mental scape. What kind of thoughts are you allowing in? Have you been ruminating and then doom scrolling about content that allows you to stay in this space of rumination or anger? You can do it, but it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. So throw, right? Release. And lastly, bestow. Bestow yourself with things of value, or something of value. That can be you not waiting to be in a relationship, but you choosing you are going to treat yourself like your own lover, meaning you cook for yourself, you buy yourself gifts, you take yourself to events, the things that you like experiencing, whether it's your latest artist, exhibitions, just whatever, anything that you had previously regarded exclusively as in something that you get to do in a relationship with somebody else. Start giving it to yourself. This can also be, you buying yourself things, but I would say you use discernment when it comes to buying, because buying can be a really easy quick fix, not to feel certain things and to, get those quick dopamine hits of, yes, I've got this new purchase. So that can be a bit of a slippery slope. But if it's been something maybe you've been putting off for years, or you've always convinced yourself you can't have it, this may be the time. This may be the time for that. Yeah, so it's really simple. Find something that you can grow over time, that will grow, or that you can grow. Release energy, throw away anything that has an emotional charge from what it is that you're trying to heal, and bestow yourself with something or things of value. All of these things, grow, throw, bestow, all require your energy and your active participation. That energy exchange within itself becomes its own transmutational process. Pain, if you sit with it, can sink you, or it can teach you things. But when they are triggers and you are not open enough to look into the pain, it will suck you in. So a really good way to navigate that space is to transmute. Okay, so grow, throw, bestow. Since we are in nature, another bonus tip is spend time in nature. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you're noticing a shift in seasons, so this is the perfect time to spend more time outdoors. Just lie there. Don't put any expectations to anything that's going on. And we have a little dog. Oh gosh. That was a dog. Okay. Maybe the dog is healing from a broken heart. Wanted to get some of these tips. Just allow yourself to lie there. Just lie there. Watch the clouds rolling by. If you are short on time, set a timer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and just lie there, and let nature do its thing. It doesn't require you to do anything. I did bring one of my favorite decks, which is Messages from the Spirits of Nature. Let's see what message can come up to support anyone watching this video in healing their hearts. Oh, desert thirst. Okay, let's get the message. For a geographical area to be called a desert, it has to receive 10 inches or less of rain per year. Typically, we think of both heat and dryness as features of all deserts. But although cold deserts such as the Arctic and Antarctic do exist, the commonality of all deserts is their intense dryness. Lack of humidity, particularly when accompanied by extreme heat, forces your body to shed its natural moisture quickly through your skin, sweat, and urine in attempts to cool down the body, or at least prevent it from being overheated. Due to the release of these fluids, you can become dehydrated rather quickly. Your parched throat is the first sign of the lack of much needed liquid. The longer you go without replenishment, the more impaired you become. Eventually, you become singularly focused on finding water for your dehydrated body. It's no wonder that many refer to water as lifeblood, which accurately describes this vital and necessary element that helps keep our bodies in balance. So your message. It isn't a lack of water that is calling for your attention now, but a vague awareness that something is missing. Your life feels rather dry and bereft of anything that will quench that thirst. All your attempts at finding relief so far have been misdirected, as you have been pursuing habitual patterns that, while familiar, have not fully satisfied you. There remains that feeling of lack, of an internal dryness that you haven't been able to pinpoint but can feel as a heartache or malaise. This is no thirst of the body, but a spiritual thirst, a dryness of the soul, one that can be satiated only by drinking from the well of spirit. It's important now to attend to this spiritual deprivation by practicing sacred meditation, prayer, ceremony, or any other means that aligns you with your higher self. Heeding the inner promptings to express your creativity in any way that calls you to is another bridge to connecting with spirit. Honor that calling and note how it satisfies that spiritual thirst. Wow, that is amazing. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope the 3 tips which I shared with you today are useful and you can start implementing them. Another thing as well is you might naturally feel that you're being drawn to do one thing, so you may be doing a lot more releasing first. So you might find that you just want to throw a lot of things away before you can even bring yourself to, you know, start growing something or to start bestowing upon yourself. Or it could be that you're doing a lot more growing and the throwing and the bestowing are still, you know, in the background. It doesn't matter. There is no order as long as you start. Transmutation is really, really powerful. And this process of healing requires transmutation because you are sitting in so much. So, I will also do since I'm here and it's so beautiful, I will do a Reiki video to support you if you maybe want to take a meditation to just kind of sit and receive. Thank you so much for watching my video. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.